Et bonjour YouTube. Comme tu peux l'entendre, ça y est, je suis désormais complètement malade. Donc j'éviterai de faire des grands discours lors de cette partie pour vous épargner le son de ma voix fort altérée. J'ai un petit peu fureté dans la maison d'Olin donc et j'ai trouvé ce qu'il fallait faire pour péter la trappe. J'étais pas monté jusqu'en haut, je vous montre. Hop. Là, et en fait, là il y a une échelle qui permet de faire pousser, enfin de pousser des lingots
Looks big
empilés.
and heavy. Could do a lot of damage if it fell down.
Allez, pousse
Let's
les
give it a
lingots.
little push.
Et... Oh yo. Ah oui. Oh. Voilà.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
Ah. Oups. En tout cas, je me mute au cas où je renifle. Hein. À toutes.
Aren't you gonna see what's down there?
All right, back to it.
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
Ah, c'est donc pour ça. Il n'est
They
pas
took
juste
his wife
méchant.
and child captive.
Eh oui.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family. A map. The glyphs show places he visited. Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted.
C'est parti pour un peu de lecture. C'est donc là-bas qu'il est, à la couronne de roc. Ok. Donc bah c'était bien un traître, hein. Ça y a pas trop de doute là-dessus.
There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
C'est moi secret.
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances, and see through each other's focuses too, like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you. Through Olin.
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen...
Out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister, but that's your war, not mine.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me?
Look, I'll head for Red Ridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there. A few minutes of your focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Red Ridge Pass, you said? I'll see what I can do.
Et une quête secondaire.
He'll have a fight. Mark my words. Do it well.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no...
Hi there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking for work? Good shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of your...
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you. I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate, that's all. Those Banuk are canny, too canny. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
So now you're hiring someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
So is there any more to the rumor about this camp?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. You're a smart one. This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, sing to them. If it's true, if we learned how they do it, think how valuable that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Girl, I'm not made of straw.
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
The Banuk women. Snow witches all. Cold eyes, cold... They choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation, it's like chipping them out of the stuff. They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
Are you some kind of merchant? You don't seem to have any wares.
More more of an explorer.
But you send other people to do your exploring.
All right, more of an opportunist. Girl. Nora, girl. Huntress. We live in a world of opportunities. Risky opportunities. But why should risk stand in the way of a lucrative prospect for the likes of me? All right. I'm more of a gambler.
If I did look into your rumor...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the savage East. The East. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return.
Et ben c'est pas à côté, hein. Mais on a déjà un avant-poste ici. Donc c'est pas si loin et c'est sur le trajet du DLC. Ok, très bien. Je vais juste essayer d'activer toutes les quêtes secondaires, comme ça moi une fois qu'on est parti, on est parti.
I'm not going home.
Ah oui, ça c'est le coin des chasseurs, j'ai commencé à peine à faire ça en étant hors ligne. Vous vous rappelez, j'ai fait des accomplissements de chasse, on va dire, dans des sites comme ça, là, que j'ai pu faire ici, c'était où déjà? Enfin bref, vous voyez quoi, quand il faut faire des actions de chasse face aux animaux, tout ça. Et du coup, ils ont une sorte de ligue avec des chasseurs. Il faut que je sois parrainé par un chasseur qu'ils appellent un faucon. Enfin bref, pour entrer dans la ligue des chasseurs, il faut que je me fasse parrainer malgré les demi-soleils que j'ai gagnés. Au moins, je peux rentrer dans la salle, mais il faut que je trouve ce qu'ils appellent un faucon afin d'être parrainé. Voilà, pour faire un petit résumé.
If you insist on staying, you'll want to introduce yourself to us.
There was a time when the machines were predictable as day and night.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that.
Eh ouais.
So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
J'en ai plein.
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right, you're new here.
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain-hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not going to take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart.
Ça m'intéresse.
Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention.
Comment tu sais?
If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me.
Ah, mais j'ai pas tout.
I can give you up to 3 weapons, one for 15 half-suns, one for 15 full suns, and one you'll love for all blazing suns.
Ok, pas mal.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
Ah bon?
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me.
Ah, j'en ai pas du tout? Comment ça? Ah, d'accord. Il faut que j'en ai pour chacun. Là, j'en ai 9 sur 15. J'ai quand même vachement bien bossé. Oh. Ah, je suis déçu. toutes les récompenses des zones de chasse. On peut faire toutes les zones de chasse. Je pensais qu'on pouvait gruger un petit peu.
What can I do for you today? How are the trials?
I need a few more.
Okay.
Ok, très bien. Bon bah d'accord, donc faire toutes les zones de chasse, en faire la moitié, ça ne suffit pas. Pardon, je rebute. Alors j'ai fait de la lecture hein, pendant que j'étais en ligne, comme j'avais dit. C'est intéressant, ça apprend un petit peu sur l'histoire du précédent roi qui était fou, qui butait tout le monde, tout ça. Son fils qui l'a renversé, qui l'a buté, et que depuis ça va un peu mieux, mais bon, enfin, voilà. Donc c'est intéressant, et là donc c'est regi sur les rouges morts, c'est ça? Donc bah, je vous le passe comme ça vite fait, vous ferez pause dans la vidéo si vous voulez le lire. Moi je le lirai hors ligne, histoire de pas perdre de temps là-dessus. Voilà, vous avez ça. Pensez à faire pause. Hein. Pour le premier paragraphe. Hop. Voilà. 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 Voilà, vous avez tout pour lire ça en faisant pause si jamais vous voulez lire absolument maintenant. Ah, c'est ça qu'on voit au loin, c'est une statuette de Baduk. Il faut escalader.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're a Nora, are you not? A fighter from the savage lands.
The sacred land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Huh. Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
Eh bien, quelle amabilité. Donc, il faut que je parle à Talana. Qui est Talana? C'est pas toi. C'est pas toi. C'est pas toi. C'est pas toi. Ah, petite case de ravitaillement. Ah, c'est toi.
You're Talana?
Yeah, une autre.
Assis said you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay.
Allez, on serre les coudes.
Especially not today.
Allez.
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Red Maw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks, people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
Assis, what's his story?
He's the Sunhawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking asshole. Sorry, member. He's taken down Ravagers, Stalkers, Behemoths.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. And that's how it works. Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes the Sun Hawk.
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to Assis, the Sun Hawk, then no one can deny you brought it down.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
Non, ça veut dire faut qu'elle meure.
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me, what do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 sawtooths, 2 ravagers, and a stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
Oh, j'ai déjà fait ça
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me.
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis spoil.
Bah j'ai déjà ce qu'il faut, non? S'il faut des cœurs de machine et tout, obtenir 3 trophées. Ah ouais, non, en fait. C'est quoi les trophées du coup? Peut-être faut ramener la thèse ou un truc comme ça. Zut. Ok. Très bien. Ça peut être chouette. Oh, il y a un groupe de musique. Ah ouais, ouais. Vous pouvez jouer du Johnny Hallyday? Non? Tu sais jouer Justin Bieber? Non? Point exclamation SR? Point exclamation clap. Magnifique. Ok. Est-ce que je peux parler à d'autres gens? Donc ceux qui sont en bleu, c'est ceux à qui on peut parler?
Saw you speaking with Talana. Good luck with that. Everyone hates her.
Eh ben on sera les meilleurs un jour.
Typical savage. Barging in here without a thought. Right after one of our own was killed.
Et calme-toi.
I've always wondered, are all your kind hunters and fighters, or just a few?
Un peu.
Some pray, others drink.
Putain, les mecs ils cuvent quoi. En fait, c'est le gros. C'est quoi cette boîte de nuit de chasseurs là? Et toi, tu fais
I'd
quoi?
asked Talana to sponsor me, but her sponsor just died. I can't imagine what she must be going through.
Pauvre.
I'd asked Talana to
Non, pas
sponsor
toi.
me, but her sponsor just died.
Je vais parler à l'autre.
I can't imagine what she must be going through.
Je peux te parler à toi ou pas? Cordu.
I've been
Ah, qu'est-ce que-
trophy hunting for years. Still haven't gotten a sponsor.
Ah ouais, dis donc. Palaved. Salut.
Can't believe Redmaw defeated Tarkus. He was such a good hunter, but Redmaw is a beast of a Thunderjaw. I'd never face it.
I'm a member. Go bother the other sludges and leave me alone.
Oh ben, dis donc, super. Ça va être sympa quand même. Ah vache. Salut.
Tarkus impressed with his skills, but he sponsored Talana. Now we're left with her. She had fallen instead.
Ouais, oh. Ouais, encore de la lecture, trop bien. Comme tout à l'heure, je vous le fais défiler, vous faites pause pour pouvoir lire un petit peu ce qu'il y a. Moi, je le lirai après. Ok. Très bien, je crois que j'ai parlé à tout le monde.
Went to the market.
Ah, je me mute hein, parce que j'arrête pas de renifler de tousser, hein, donc désolé si je suis pas très loquace. Hop, on continue à chercher les quêtes annexes. Ah, il est pas là. Comment je vais là, moi? Passer par les escaliers, là? Mais il est où, lui? Attends. Je comprends pas où est cette personne. Qui êtes-vous? Oh, t'es loin? Ravane. Ok. Aïe. Ah, je vais te régler ton cas, Ravane. Ah, caravane, bon.
You there! Can you help me? Just a moment of your time. You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Bon, on est d'accord que c'est l'intendant qui l'a piqué, évidemment. À tous les coups. Excusez-moi pour les smurfs.
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see? Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching the sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
The thief broke the lattice on the way out. And some blood. Looks like they cut themselves on the splinters. Drops of blood leading away. More blood. I'm still on the trail.
It's decent work keeping the city safe.
Still more blood. The thief got cut. The trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief.
An Oseram would argue with the sun itself.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
Old man caught me sipping a brew at work. Yelled so loud I'm still deaf in one ear.
So much to worry about. Sunfall.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
I've heard you nor a woman can fight.
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword.
Elle a pas dit il courait comme un dératé.
Maybe he had help.
Elle a dit il courait comme si
That
il y avait le feu
merchant
au
stall
cul.
would have been a convenient drop-off.
Ok.
I should have been a crafter. They make good shards.
Long night last night.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
Le moulin à eau, c'est par là. C'est loin. Je peux pas me TP. Zut. Par où le chemin? J'espère qu'il y a bientôt un dialogue parce qu'il faut que je me bouche. Ah, on peut prendre l'ascenseur? Tu déconnes. J'ai le droit? Ah bah non. Ah bah c'est pas gentil. Et me faire croire que je peux prendre les ascenseurs alors que non. Attends. Ah non. Non, et là? Ah si. Yes. Génial. Pourquoi tu montes sur ta caisse, toi? Bon, on attend l'ascenseur, je me bouche, hein. Oh, ça va mieux. Ah bah oula. Pardon, parfait. Ok, génial. Ici, elle a les cheveux en l'air de... Ça descend, regarde. Ouah.
Stay bright, always stay alert. That's what I say.
Take a look. I'll give you a good We'll find better wares.
Oh là, oh là, oh là, il y a plein d'autres quêtes annexes là. Calmez-vous. Je suis pas l'habitude moi. Bon, pas habitué à ça. Le feu. Le feu, il est...
I'll give you a good price.
Bah, il est où le feu? Là.
Would you like to buy something today?
Attends, je sauvegarde.
Pass up these
Hop.
goods.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
Donc une quête annexe par ici.
Metalbot here, good prices, fair prices. Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court, not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's not interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap maw lenses. I'd give my oath on it.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
If the sun would only grant my prayers. Never mind snap-maw lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long-leg lens, though, you'd be well rewarded for.
So which,
No market for a snap maw lens is good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is Meridian. We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long-leg lenses at a time like this.
Hello?
I've told you as many times as the spire is tall, craft and artisanship is who we are.
Craft doesn't win a war or keep the machines from your farms. What you need is good, old-fashioned, plain...
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned, plain hammered work. If ever something glittered, you'd throw it back.
If Karja had built that elevator, they would have stopped at a good-looking shaft.
All those years of delving, and you never found a sense of humor.
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt people, the Nora.
why do you two even work together if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
No tithes to the Sun Court, like I said in the beginning, Renine.
Just tell me which part you want.
A long-leg lens.
A snap maw lens.
J'ai
Fine.
les deux. Bah du coup...
I can see that you're busy.
Bah non mais...
Wait! You drove her off. Snap maw lens. What do you say?
I drove her off. That's rich. Listen, Huntress, long-leg lens.
Moi j'ai les deux.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your metal.
Mais j'ai les deux les gars. Retournez voir les marchands avec une pièce de la machine. Bah, c'est bon, j'ai tout ce qu'il vous faut. J'ai fermé comme un connard. J'ai plein de trucs. Alors, j'ai vos deux pièces.
I brought you both the parts. So, what do you say?
I don't suppose I could buy just the one.
You'd buy the wrong one. So give the hunter her shards for both.
Of course. Here you are. If this is the price I have to pay.
The price you have to pay? The snap maw lens might just cover the loss we take on the other.
It won't sell for a loss, charcoal burner. You'd pay handsomely for a long-leg lens if you had an imagination.
I have an imagination. When you rattle that piece of junk around, I think of your skull.
I told you from the beginning this wouldn't be a scrap-dealing operation, that we would have class.
They just
Check
keep
out these
going.
wares.
D'accord, c'était marrant comme quête. Très bien. Alors j'ai eu quoi comme récompense? Inventaire, boîte à trésors. J'ai eu ça, je crois. Une lentille de corde filante et un bruit de métal. Eh ben super, merci beaucoup. Alors, coque d'écho, fil électrique, éclat de métal. Très bien.
Be a scrap-dealing operation, that we would have class.
Mais taisez-vous.
And I told you, a true metal seller knows to get his hands dirty.
Won't cost you a shard.
Ah. Oh, sympa les étals. Waouh, c'est beau. Ok. Donc ceci étant fait, comme quête annexe, il fallait que j'aille... Ah tiens, voilà, ça. Et après j'irai au Waterville ici. Hop. Voilà, s'il y a des quêtes aussi faciles que ça, moi je veux bien. Hein.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
Tell me what happened to your family. Maybe I can help.
By the sun, I fear they are all dead by now. I barely escaped alive. Machines. Vicious machines attacked my family's estate. Father sent me to get help.
What kind of machines? Where did they come from?
A Ravager. By the sun, how it cut down those guards, and a pack of watchers came with it. The Sun King warned us that he could no longer protect freeholds beyond the valley, but Father never saw this coming.
Tell me more about the estate.
My father owns a dozen quarries, and he's put his spoils into the estate. Fine tapestries, custom woodwork, silver fixtures.
But what about the people there?
Of course. Their lives are all that matter. My father and sister, plus a dozen guards and servants. I hope they survived.
I'll see what I can do about the estate.
You will? Oh, thank you.
Oh, t'inquiète pas.
Please, be careful. Those machines are deadly.
Spring in your step today.
Ok, comme d'hab, c'est dans une zone non connue. Moi, je vais là pour le moment.
Don't pass up the good.
Wouldn't mind a bite and a drink. But I guess that's how I always feel.
I'll sleep well tonight.
C'est pas du tout ce que je voulais faire.
How were we supposed to refuse Jiran when he said his son demanded blood? And yet we pay the price.
Need them soon enough.
J'aurais pu y aller à la nage en fait.
My boss said he lost another caravan of machines last week. Docked my wages again.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner, Nassan, disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to Ravon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
We all have our place in the order of things.
Ok. Oula, c'est où? Voilà, c'est l'eau. Champ des victimes, d'accord. Bon, il y a 2 trucs à faire dans les parages. Je ferai ces 2-là à la fois. Là, il y a une partie de chasse aussi. Plein de choses à faire. Hein. Et ça a l'air sympa aussi. Je sais pas ce que c'est, mais ça a l'air cool. On dirait qu'il va y avoir un affrontement ici. Ça, c'est un truc de chasse aussi à faire, non? Ouais. Ok. Donc là, il y a une girafe à choper pour éclairer tout ce coin-là. Mais bon, tant que tout n'est pas éclairé, c'est bien, ça m'oblige à être précis sur certains endroits. Billet de lumière à collectionner, boîte mystère. Ah, il y a 2 marchands que j'ai pas consultés là. Il y en a un que j'ai pas consulté. Ressources de machines. Ah, il faudra que je leur parle aussi à eux. Le problème, c'est que je crois qu'on va pas se TP dans la ville. Ça, c'est très embêtant. On va juste prendre ce feu de camp ici, histoire de pouvoir me TP. Quand j'en aurai besoin. Hop, c'est là. Ah, c'est beau. Et pourquoi pas celui-là?
Tough, but I'm used to it. This must be the sun's climb, where the Bannock wants to paint his mark. Oh là, trop de quêtes qui sont activées d'un coup, là, calmez-vous. Moi, je viens juste pour le feu de camp, hein. Calmez-vous. C'est ça, charognarde. Coureuse. Ah oui, c'est vrai. Une zone corrompue qui n'a pas été faite ici. Bon, si on fait une VOD de 1 heure, il nous reste 12 minutes. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Qu'est-ce qu'on fait dans les quêtes? Principale, annexe, beaucoup de quêtes annexes. On peut essayer de régler cette histoire de... Ah, j'hésite en fait. Qu'est-ce qui est le moins loin? Ça? Alors c'est où? C'est là. Ok, on pourrait se rendre là effectivement. Hop. Après, il y a quoi d'autre? Quête annexe. Ça, c'est encore moins loin. Honorer les victimes. Naman, prêtre du soleil, désire ouvrir une nouvelle ère de réconciliation entre les tribus en aidant 3 pèlerins. 3 veulent pleurer d'être chers perdus. Ah oui, c'est vrai. Ça va surmonter. D'accord. Hôtel des rois, hôtel du lac. Rejoindre le point c'est le pic du soleil. Ouais. Et... Ah oui, ça c'est encore autre chose. Et ça c'est assez loin quand même. Ça c'est à côté, on peut faire ça. Faut un peu contourner le truc, mais ça peut se faire. Je peux essayer de choper une coureuse là, pour y aller plus vite. Essayer de faire ça. Machine's quick. This must be Ronemon's family estate. Still get the upper hand.
Bon, j'ai pas d'autre choix que le buter en vrai.
I wonder what made these machines attack without warning.
Ouais, c'est louche. Ah, cool, un trophée de ravageur. Génial. Examiner le domaine.
I need to get in there and look at that thing. Locked. There must be a way in.
Mais défonce la porte. Ouais, c'est sûrement pas par là, mais bon, je trouve ça rigolo. Je vais essayer d'analyser autre chose pour voir, au cas où. Ouais, attends, je loot. J'arrive. Vous êtes où?
Can you hear me?
Oh, thank you. I didn't really believe anyone was coming for me. I think everyone else is dead.
There's something in the workshop I need to look at. Do you know how to get in?
Our Chamberlain has a key. It's probably still on him. Oh, the poor man. He served my father for 16 years.
Tell me what happened when the machines attacked.
There were screams. I came running. The Ravager ripped through the guards like dolls. My father pushed me into the larder. I heard him kill a watcher. Then, blasts from the Ravager's cannon. Silence. I tried opening the door, but he'd locked me in.
He saved your life.
And I'll never be able to thank him.
Do you have any idea where the machines came from, or why they attacked so suddenly?
We've been seeing more and more machines around here every year. That's why my father hired more guards. But they've never attacked like this before. I have no idea what caused it.
Stay here. I'm gonna have a look around.
I will. I need to take a moment with my father.
This must be the Chamberlain's remains. Yes, here's the key. That device is sending out a signal. Could be what attracted the machines. Okay, that should cut the signal. But someone put this here to call on the machines and kill everyone on the estate.
C'est louche.
I found a lure. I think someone might have put it here deliberately to draw in the machines. Did your father have enemies?
Ranneman. My brother. First there was gambling, then stealing, then extortion. He swore vengeance when my father kicked him out.
It was Ranneman who begged me to come. He needed the machines cleared out to claim the property.
We can't let him. That murderous snake.
Can't let me do what, sister? Claim my inheritance?
We shared a creche, murderer. Have you no honor?
I guess not. But I will have this estate. When you meet Father in the next life, tell him I'm enjoying his money. As for you, this little device will summon more machines. A lot easier than killing you myself.
Yes, bien joué mon cheval. Ah, il a donné le coup fatal. Vachement bien. C'est un travail d'équipe. Magnifique. Bon, je suis pas très bon à tuer ces bestioles là, j'ai l'impression. C'est pas une bonne nouvelle. Oui. Ils sont morts où les autres pour que je les loot? Ils sont morts trop loin, c'est ça? En hauteur et tout. Par là. Ok. Admettons. Ah là.
I'm glad there are good people like you in the world. It helps to make up for scum like my brother. My father was always generous in his gratitude. A family tradition I would like to continue. Take this.
Il y a un renard dans ta maison.
I hope it will help you in your travels.
Une boîte de récompenses remarquables et 3700. Ouais, super. Par contre, oui, qu'est-ce qu'il fait là le petit renardou? Bon, admettons. Voilà une quête bien terminée qui nous amène à la fin de cette VOD, je présume. On va essayer juste de se rendre à un point de sauvegarde proche, histoire de pouvoir. On peut se rendre ici. Ah, on peut voyager aussi là où il n'y a pas les feux de camp. Génial. Donc là, je peux voyager. Ah, super. Eh ben oui. Voilà. Et je vais quand même aller sauvegarder au feu de camp qui est... Ah, ça m'amène à l'entrée du village. Bah, ouais. Bon, bah, je vais prendre ça alors. Je peux voyager jusque là? Non, vas-y, on fait la route à pied. Hop, c'est par ici. Donc très bien pour cet épisode. Attendez, je tousse un petit peu. C'est bon, ça va mieux. On peut servir de tous ces ascenseurs, vous croyez? Ce qui s'affiche là comme ça? Ah ouais, on dirait bien. Waouh, c'est fou. Alors attends. Ah ouais, ok. Très bien. J'aurais pas cru. Ok. Et ben voilà, on aura activé plein de quêtes annexes. Y'a plus qu'à. Je vous tiendrai au courant sur mon état de santé. Voilà. Allez. Merci encore d'avoir suivi cette aventure. Attendez, là on prend son souffle. Allez, on se retrouve à la prochaine. Ah, elle reprend de côté la pauvre. Allez, salut. Ciao, ciao.